Hello everyone, welcome to Constructing Minds. Today I will introduce the concept of sets. Sets are used in almost every branch of mathematics. In everyday life, we speak of collection of objects of a particular kind, such as collection of chocolates, mobiles, numbers, etc. So, sets are just well-defined collection of objects. Now we understand collection, but what is well defined? A set is well defined if there is no ambiguity as to whether or not an object belongs to it. That is, a set is defined so that we can always tell what is and what is not a member of the set. For example, if we consider this collection of vowels, then we are clear that B will not be in this collection. Only possible members will be A, E, I, O, U. But we cannot consider the set of tall people because there is no standard definition of tall. Please note that objects, elements and members of a set are synonymous terms and we denote sets by capital letters and members of the sets are represented by small letters. Now let us see the notation. If a member A belongs to the set, we say A belongs to V and we write this as A, this symbol belonging to V. And if B is not an element of this set V, we say that B does not belong to V and we write B does not belong to V. Now there are two ways of representing a set. One is roster form and second is set builder form. In roster form, all the elements of a set are listed. So V is equal to enclosed within braces A, E, I, O, U. In set builder form, we describe the element of the set by using a symbol X. So we write V is equal to X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. Now all these elements A, E, I, O, U possess a common property that they are vowels in English alphabet and no other letter have this property. Next we have subsets. A set A is said to be a subset of set B if every element of A is also an element of B. We denote this by this symbol that A is contained in B. So if A belongs to this set A, it will imply that A belongs to set B. Now a set which does not contain any element is called an empty set or a null set, and we denote this by phi, a Greek symbol. The universal set is set of all elements. It is denoted by U. So U will have all elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now any two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have exactly the same elements. So if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to 3, 1, 4, 2, then A is equal to B. Order of elements does not matter. We write A equal to B. Next we define union of sets. Let A and B be any sets. Then union of A and B is the set which consists of all elements of A and all elements of B. We denote this by A, this U sign and B. So let us see this example. If we have this set A as 1, 2, 3, 4, B as the set 4, 5, 6, then A union B will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please note that this element 4 which is in A and B will not be repeated. It will just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next we come to intersection of sets. Let A and B be any sets. Then intersection of sets A and B is the set of all elements which are common to both A and B. Notation A intersection B. So let us see in this example in which we have A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 4, 5, 6. The common element is 4. So A intersection B is just 4. Now whenever this A intersection B is empty, we say that the sets are disjoint. So next we come to difference of sets. The difference of sets A and B in this order is the set of elements which belongs to A but not to B. Notation A minus B. So A minus B will be all those x which are in A but not in B. So x such that x belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. Let us see this example. We have A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and B equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. So A minus B will be 1, 3 and 5. They are in A but not in B. And similarly B minus A will be just 8. So members which are in A minus members which are in B minus A will be just 8. So all members of B such that they are not in A. Please note that A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Complement of a set: if U is a universal set and A is any subset of U, then complement of A is the set of all elements of U which are not in A. We denote this by A dash. And so A dash is equal to U minus A, that is A dash is equal to all those x which are in U but not in A. Let us see this example. If U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then complement of A will be U minus A. So all elements which are in U but not in A. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is a brief introduction about sets. Thank you for watching this video.